Za nami pierwszy mecz przedostatniego dnia fazy grupowej Intel Extreme Masters Katowice 2025, w którym Team Liquid podejmował MOUZ i drużyna Ultimata pokonała Myszy 2-0, tym samym eliminując je z turnieju, a razem ze mną asystent trenera Myszy i też legenda Astralis, jakby nie patrzeć, Xyp9x. Hello Xyp9x, nice to have you here.
Hello, nice to be here.
Yeah, first of all I wanted to talk a little bit about you, because you are here after a few years break. How did you feel about being here back at IEM Katowice?
I mean, Katowice is always a place that I've been really wanting to come back to as a player, and now as a coach, it's even more. It's in a new space, and for me, it's nice to see all the young kids or the younger generation. Seeing them go here to Katowice and experience my dreams back then and playing in the Sporting. Now my boys won't have the chance to go to Sporting, but a lot of other teams and players will have to go there, and it's an amazing experience to play there. I won it twice, so I know how it is. It's really beautiful, and compared to Cologne, it has something different. But I see these two events as the biggest events of the year.
Yeah, as you already mentioned, a lot of things has changed since you were here last time, because last time you were a player, now you are as an assistant coach. What made you decide to go this way?
So ever since I got benched from Astralis, I had to decide what do I want to do with my career, my rest of my life, and a lot of long thoughts about this, and I thought it not only would be a waste of my knowledge and my time I've spent on the game, that I don't go further with in this space. So I took the assistant coach role in MOUZ, and it's been really joyful to be here and to work with. Also, the MOUZ team in general is a young group of people, at least younger than some other teams, and to get my perspective on how to run things, and they see it, and not too many egos yet, but I think I found a good spot with MOUZ, and I'm really happy to be here.
So to clarify some things, you are not like trying to come back as a player, you will only continue as a coach, or if there is actually an opportunity, you are coming back?
No, I don't plan to go back as player. I mean, maybe if there is a stand-in opportunity or something like this, then I will go, but it's not on the cards that I go back to playing.
Okay, but do you think that you were a player for so long time, it helps you like in some kind of be a better coach right now?
I still have to learn how to be a coach and learn how to work with people in a different way. I still think that during my time, and especially in the later part of the years, I did manage to understand how to deal with players and their emotions and all of that stuff. But leading a team and being a leader figure is something different. And now I took this assistant coach role, which is not like the head coach role. It's more or less responsibilities, less like, it's just for me to get some experience, and if I like it, then I will continue to pursue it, but if I don't like it, I'll go to something else, right? So it's for me also a testing ground, and I think MOUZ is a really good testing ground for me to see if this is something that I can evolve, and they give me a lot of room to improve or to test out my theories or the way I want to lead a team. So yeah, I'm really happy for now, and let's see how it goes in the future.
So what exactly are your responsibilities in MOUZ right now?
So obviously low key, it's going in every practice, and me and Dennis will always have goals for the boys, what to do in these practices, and we evaluate on these practices. For me, I note a lot of things down during practice, and watch the games over again, see what can we improve, and I always talk to Dennis now maybe sometimes with the Ludwig Brolin, to see is there something that we can do different or improve on. On the tournament side, there is a lot more to it. It's player handling, it's preparation for games, it's all kind of stuff. But I would say, whereas many other teams have an assistant coach or an analyst in this role that I'm in, where they just do prep and that's it. I'm more involved in player handling. I'm more involved in maybe team decisions or something like this. So it's not like I'm not just sitting in the program and doing stuff.
So how does the cooperation with Cycron go so far?
Really good. I enjoy working with Cycron. I think for me, I didn't know too much about him before I joined MOUZ. Even though he's from Denmark and we kind of crossed each other's ways, I didn't talk to him that much. But after talking to him for 2 or 3 hours, when I had to decide where I want to go, I really enjoyed how he likes to work, how I see him as a person, and the values he has. I think I could connect to that really easily. So for now, it's going really great, and I'm hopeful that we can continue working even better in the future. But for now, I'm really happy with how we evolve look at things, how we evolve things, how we keep pushing each other.
Okay, I also wanted to talk a little bit about the team in general, because pretty recently you've made a pretty shocking decision. You've decided to part ways with siuhym straight before the start of the IEM Katowice. What was the reason of that decision?
So I understand that there is a lot of interest in knowing what happened or what is the cause of the issue, but I think for us and for Kamil himself, I think what happens within the team stays within the team. And for me, I can only talk about from our side. I think this is professionally the best choice for both us and for Kamil himself to develop him further as a player. So I hope he shares the same opinion. I think he does, actually. And now we are just focusing on what's next for us, and it's together with Spinks after this tournament. Now this tournament wasn't the greatest from our side because we had a stand-in and last minute stand-in, right, from our talent team.
So there wasn't actually any chances to keep him and let him go after the IEM Katowice?
I mean, I think once you take this decision, this was a possibility. But I think once you take this decision, I think a lot of teams has done this with their dead teams, and I don't necessarily think that we would benefit in the long run as a team from doing this. You could say, well, it's IEM Katowice, it's his home country, stuff like this. I didn't think the desire for him was to play here with us as well. So I think it was kind of mutual.
Okay, but I heard that Cycron said something like it was kind of planned that you wanted to part ways with him. It wasn't a sudden decision, but in the end you came here with a sub instead of Spinks. So somewhat it was kind of surprising anyway.
I think what he refers to in sudden is it's not something that is sudden in terms of us thinking of this change. I understand the timing of wanting to do it maybe in the player break would have been the best, and that's also what Cycron says. But in general, the decision of making this change wasn't sudden in the coach's eyes.
Okay, so what was the approach of the team coming into this tournament? What you had in mind? What was the goal for that tournament?
For this tournament? I mean, for this tournament, I think getting some experience with Ludwig as IGL and just trying to play a little bit loose. I think in this tournament we didn't have that much expectations, even though it's a really big tournament, and for us still ranking points do matter in the whole scheme of things. But obviously on the back foot, we're now eliminated, and what is there else to say than maybe we could have done something different, or we should have done something different, but you can always say this on the back foot. If we would have gone to the playoffs, maybe everyone would applaud us, and it's the name of the game.
Okay, so how does Brolan find himself in his new role? I know it's only like 2 weeks that he is playing that, but today it looked like Liquid know everything about you, like countered probably every terrorist attack, and it looked like they were understanding what you were planning to do.
No, I don't think they were in that way knowing what we were doing. I think on the first map, the CT side was struggling a lot. It is like this when you have a stand-in going to an event, and Liquid is not a bad team. Obviously, I do think that we were also unlucky in some rounds, and better aim or better decision making or whatever it is could have netted us a couple of more rounds. But you're talking about Ludwig and how he feels and the progress. I do think that there is still a lot of things that he has to improve on as a leader. In general, understanding the game and tactically being aware of the meta and like being ahead of the curve. I think he is. But in terms of leadership, in terms of maybe even getting the team to the same point of what he thinks or what he wants to do, is maybe sometimes what he struggles with. And this is just my thoughts of 2 weeks with him, right? So not a lot of sample size, not a lot of things to go off, but we keep on improving, and I'm really hopeful for Ludwig as an IGL.
Yeah, you played here only 2 matches, both of them were lost, but I think even though you came here with SAP, it wasn't the result that you expected.
It wasn't the result we expected, but also not surprised. Yeah.
Okay, so last question from me, maybe what's the next step from MOUZ? What's next, like what you plan to do right now?
I mean, the next step is we boot camp here in Katowice with the Sphinx. We go to PGL Bucharest or Cluj-Napoca directly from here, and hopefully we show a better face of MOUZ. Now we have a lot of things to look at and evaluate on, both as maybe not as a whole team, but maybe more like individuals, and how we can improve on that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting down to the details and working.
Thank you so much for the interview, and good luck in the future.
Thank you so much.